Hello, my name is Mr. Steemken and I'm going to be your children's 4th grade mathematics teacher. I am from North Sioux City, South Dakota and went to Dakota State University in Madison, South Dakota. I have a passion for teaching and I'm looking forward to getting another great year started. I am looking forward to better getting to know both of you and your students. I hope we make this year great. We are going to be following the Common Core math standards. Some of our main focuses are going to be on using addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division to solve problems, generate and analyze patterns, place value, and using operations to solve with multi-digit numbers, simple fractions and decimals, geometrical measurements, and classifying shapes with lines and angles. We also will be using these 8 mathematical practices as well. These are a part of every grade level in the Common Core state standards. Are there any questions about these 8 that I can answer right now? There are a few different strategies that I'm going to incorporate into our math classroom that may be different than what the students have seen before. First, we are going to be doing a lot of real-world problem solving. To do this, we will teach students how to begin solving problems, practice these problems, and present students with interesting and real-world problems. For the real-world problems, we'll be using 3-act math, as you can see on the right here. This is a technique that will capture the students' imagination in a real-world setting, and they will have to be able to develop their own understanding of how to solve these problems. We also will be using a lot of math talk. This is a strategy that requires students to add on to their thinking, say more, repeat a student's answer, agree or disagree with the student, and it gives the teacher a chance, me, to repeat answers and encourage students to want to answer and be part of the discussions. I want all students to feel comfortable talking and be a part of the classroom. Another learning strategy I'm going to incorporate into my classroom is an online adaptive learning database called Khan Academy. This is a database that allows me to track students' progress and is aligned with our 4th grade standards. This will never be homework for the students, but instead it is going to be used in the classroom when students get done with an assignment early or if we have extra time at the end of the day. Khan Academy can also be done at home with you at the parents getting them to the website and letting them work on their math. We will have prizes for students who hit a certain amount of mastery points throughout the year. This will be similar to AR points in reading. Parent involvement is going to be a huge part of my classroom. I want you all to know that my door is always open and I look at my email as often as I can. I would love to help you better understand Common Core and other items of our classroom if questions ever arise. This was hit on in Khan Academy, but doing some things home with the student. Without you guys, my job would not be possible, so right now, while I have you, thank you for all you do. I am a big believer in using STEM in the classroom. STEM is the ability to use technology. We are going to be using an assortment of apps and online materials in order to help the students better understand the math skills they are learning. With the iPads we have in the classroom, we have a whole app store to play with. One app that I think will be fun for the students is Motion Math Pizza, which is an app that allows the students to open up their own pizza place and do math and thinking strategies to make money. There are others, but if I get into all these now, we will be here all night. The last thing that I want to talk about is we will be using manipulatives in the classroom. The main manipulative that we will be using is geoboards. These are boards with nails that students can place rubber bands around and make different geometrical shapes. There's also an app called Geoboard that will allow us to do this digitally and solve problems directly on the app. This will really help us hit our standards with geometrical measurements and classifying shapes. I have my own teaching website where I'll be posting what we learned during the day, what apps we used, and if there is any homework, it will be posted on this site. I'll be sending out an email with the link to the site after this meeting, so please sign in at the front of the room and put your email next to your names. I cannot wait to get started with your students. Does anybody have any questions? That's a good question. If you didn't hear them, they asked, do you make students keep math journals? Students will be keeping math journals. Their math journals will include a brainstorm problem at the beginning of the class that has to do with real-world setting and taking into account something that we learned during the day. They also will include their homework assignment for the day at the bottom of each of their journal entries. These journals are graded for participation. I want to challenge the students and make them see how math can be fun. That's another good question. They asked, why do they have to use manipulatives? I'm a big believer in manipulatives because it gets the students to take an abstract concept like numbers and apply it to hands-on lessons. The manipulatives we'll be using in class will help the students better understand the concept of shapes by getting to create their own shapes. I think that it is important to give the students a chance to work with their hands and engage the hands-on and visual learners rather than sit in front of the class and lecture. I would like to thank you for your time today. I'm looking forward to getting to work with you and your children. Come visit me or email me if you have any other items you would like to address. Thank you.